Before I start talking about the nitty gritty of this video, I want to let you all know that on my website, pokeburns.com, I do have Terastal Festival booster boxes up on sale. If you want to support me, channel, my business, I would greatly appreciate if you went over to my website and snagged a box or two. The set is amazing, the art is amazing. The pull rates are pretty good. I heard you get a guaranteed SAR in a box, which is pretty freaking crazy. So it gives you at least a small chance at that Umbreon SAR. Hopefully you hit it. But yeah, pokeburns.com. Grab your Terastal Festival booster boxes, and yeah, let's get started. So Umbreon SAR has been the focus of the release so far, and we're looking at about 230 to 250 range, more like 240 to 250. But I mean, this set is art galore, right? We got so many good artworks in this set that it's ridiculous, and we're looking at about 240 to 250 for the Umbreon. It's going pretty good. We were looking at 450 for pre-release prices, which is, that's an own animal. That's an animal on its own. I mean, like, that's crazy. But hopefully you guys didn't pay $450, because we keep telling you that wait for release and the prices will go down. I have to hammer this home every time. But apparently that wasn't the case for sealed product, according to Surging Sparks, which wanted to explode after release, which is unheard of in Pokemon history, by the way. That's never been seen before. But with Japanese, I think that they've always had like a very still kind of like mojo and a very clear pattern where the prices of the cards of the people who get it early, they go like crazy, and then once the set releases, the prices come down. That's very much the same in Japanese, and English too. Because if you remember, the Pikachu SAR was like 650 raw, and now it's closer to 450, 400. But that goes to show that prices do come down after release date. We all know this. But yeah, we're looking at 240, which is about an average for the Umbreon SAR. But the main hit of the set is the Umbreon Master Ball Reverse Holo. This card is freaking crazy. Not only because it's a cool artwork and the Master Ball Reverse Holo is something we've never seen before. In terms of how it's laid out, we've all seen the Master Ball Holos before, where they had multiple Master Balls like all over the card, but now it's just one big Master Ball in the center, and there's texture on the card, and there's a cracked ice holo. That's really cool. But this card is 300 plus right now. It was sitting at 600 pre-release price, but obviously that's super inflated because, as we know, the price comes down after release. So this card is going to be exceptionally hard to find, only because there's so many like limited sold listings. Like 490 is the most it's sold for, which is props to the Japanese seller who sold this, because holy, like, that's crazy. And I mean, yeah, this is the chase of the set, 100%, easily. It's the most expensive. It's the most rare. You're not guaranteed a Master Ball every box like you're guaranteed an SAR. So that even makes it harder to find. And they probably printed less of the Umbreon to make it even more rare, and oh my god, just whatever. But yeah, this card is going to be harder to find than the Umbreon SAR. So keep your eyes peeled. If you get a Master Ball Umbreon, congratulations, you hit the chase of the set. Moving on to Sylveon, which is the second chaser of the set. We're looking at some pretty decent pricing. It came all the way down from 250 pre-release price, which is, you know, as we know, the price comes down after release. I don't want to see you guys buying ridiculously priced pre-release cards just because you want to have it first. It doesn't make any sense in the long run. You're going to be paying way more than it's worth. But unless it's like unless you know it's a guaranteed PSA 10. That's the only way I can justify it. If you can look at it and be like, okay, this is going to grade a PSA 10, absolutely do it. Why not, right? You're going to send it into PSA anyway. It's going to come back a 10, right? But yeah, once these cards start getting graded, we're going to have a better picture of just how good of a investment standpoint we can, you know, go for these cards. I think that the PSA 10 Sylveon could probably rack in at about 250 to 300, possibly. That's just a guess, considering the average is about 95 right now for Japanese sellers. English sellers are reeling in about 160 for this card. This is obviously going to go down. Whoever this is lucky that they got it sold for 160. And then Leafeon doing surprisingly well. I did not think it was going to rack in 110. I thought this was going to be like a $70, $60 SAR. But I think that this... Okay, never mind. This is both Leafeon and Sylveon. Okay, so I meant that the $110 price tag makes a lot more sense. That's a really good grab for 110. That's actually a really good grab for 110. Holy lord. You get the Sylveon, which is going for 90, and then the Leafeon, which I don't know how much it's going for. But 110 for both, that's got to be a good steal. But yeah, and then the Master Ball version, racking at about 80, 90 to 100 right now. I would say go after the Master Balls. I mean, even if you don't like paying a premium, I think that you should pick out the one that looks the best from a quality standpoint, get it graded, and just sit on it, because these Master Balls are not guaranteed in a box, and I think having them at a PSA 10 over time, once the set goes out of print, it's going to be very up there in price. So if you can open these boxes and get a bunch of Evolution Master Ball reverse hollows, get them graded, first of all. Get them graded, and then sit on them, and then let them accumulate over time, and let the interest grow, and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is a great card. The other cards are doing not so great as the Sylveon and the Umbreon, but that's just because, you know, it's Sylveon and Umbreon. I mean, these are the two most popular evolutions by far. And Umbreon has definitely taken its rightful spot as the most desired because of the Moonbreon, and then, you know, just Umbreon in general is a great evolution, and a lot of people love Umbreon. So I think that sitting on these evolutions as a Master Ball reverse, and then just getting graded, let them accumulate some demand over time, because the set's going to go out of print eventually, and then there's going to be less and less and less of Master Ball in a PSA 10, because you can't pull them quite often. So yeah, if you currently have a Master Ball reverse holo of an evolution, specifically Sylveon or Umbreon, please get it graded, for the love of God. Please get it graded. Even if you don't think it's going to be a 10, maybe a 9. If you think it's going to be less, then fine, don't grade it. But a 9 or a 10, definitely worth it at this point. Especially if you think it's going to be a 10. What else do you have to lose? These cards are going for good prices right now. And if you get it graded, you get even more. So what's the loss? You'll be sitting on these cards for a while, let them accumulate some wealth, and, you know, just let the demand come because the set went out of print, whatever. But yeah, that's my take on Terastal Festival as it currently stands. This is a great set. I highly recommend you guys opening it. Go to my website, pokeburns.com, get yourself a box, and just enjoy the set, because Prismatic Evolutions is about a month and 10 days away. So That's also going to be on my website. Pre-orders not up yet. I will have those though. Trying to establish myself as a reliable seller. I do have a good eBay standing. I do have a good whatnot standing. I will be live streaming on Monday, this upcoming Monday on Drip. It'll be my first Drip stream. So if you guys want Terastal Festival live opened at my little setup, I would greatly appreciate you stopping by on Monday for that stream. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.